Hi, it's Coach Jen. I'd like to talk to you about why I became a Beachbody coach. The first reason is very practical. I had lost my job working for a heating and cooling company. Sorry about that, my phone is slipping. I had lost my job working for a heating and cooling company, and I had exhausted my unemployment. It turns out that was definitely not the type of work for me to do administrative assistant because it's largely customer service. And as an introvert, talking on the phone is very uncomfortable. So I prefer not to do that sort of thing. So my coach approached me for, I don't know, probably the seventh time and asked me if I wanted to be a coach. And I decided to take that leap of faith that this was my time, I was going to do it. And so I did. And I definitely am very glad that I did. One of the things about being a coach and being my own boss is that I make my own schedule. So part-time I help visit with an elderly lady and keep an eye on her. And that's in the middle of the day. So the nice thing about being my own boss is I can take some time to drive to her place, spend some time with her, and then come back home and do things. So that allows me that kind of flexibility. I love acting. And all the stuff that I've been doing has largely been, community theater, indie film, which has very weird schedules. It can be evenings, or with the indie film, it could be any time of the day or night. So not having a job that has an alternating schedule or is regulated, I'm only working this block, so it prevents me from being able to do those sort of things. Or overtime, that's another thing I ran into with my last job. I had a lot of overtime that was getting into preventing me from being able to do a lot of this acting stuff. I enjoy acting, and one of the things I have learned is that we should spend more time doing the things that we really enjoy. So having the flexibility to be able to do that is pretty awesome about being a coach. But the big thing that I really get out of being a coach is that I get to help people. And that is something that I was raised to do, that we are of service to others. The tricky part was learning to not overdo it and not have enough left for me. So as I've grown in my life, I figured that out. And one of the best things about this business is that the way I help people is largely done online. Sometimes there's phone calls, sometimes I run into people and we'll talk about it and everything. But when those instances happen, I'm so ready for that to happen. And so being able to talk to people about something that I love, something I'm very passionate about, is not a problem at all. I'm there to help people, encourage them to keep going when it gets really tough, to guide them, give them some ideas about things they could do to change up what they're doing for exercise or nutrition. I am not a specialist in either of those fields, but I can point them in directions that maybe could help them, including doing things like recommending that people go see a dietitian or see a physical therapist if they're having problems. I'm definitely not against doing any of that. So that is another benefit. But the biggest benefit that I've seen in all, and one of the nicest things that anybody can say is I often hear from my friends when they see my posts, especially like my workout posts, "You're so inspiring." It is absolutely wonderful to hear that because I have no idea, sometimes I get likes, sometimes I get comments, but a lot of times I don't get anything. And so I don't know what's really hitting people, what's helping people make these positive changes in their lives. And when I have my friends tell me, "You inspired me to start doing this now," that's some of the best things I could ever hear. Because it's helping them become a better version of them. And that's exactly what it means to be a Beachbody coach. I don't care if you're not using the programs. I don't care if you're not buying the programs for me. The fact that, something that I posted or things that I said to you or just in general and you picked up on it, that is exactly why we do this, why we're out there helping people, just to be the best versions of themselves that they can possibly be. Because when we are our best versions, we can make the world a better place around us in our own environment. We can be better at helping our own families. And so why not? Why not spread this joy, this passion that I have to help inspire people to be better versions of themselves? So now there is a burpee challenge group that somebody created because I inspired him to start doing more. So that's really awesome. That's totally, I didn't have anything. It was just, hey, how about this? And then it just kind of went from there. So these are really wonderful things to see and hear, and I'm very grateful for all of you for following me, for watching my posts, for even, and letting me know, hey, this is really, been very inspiring for me, and that this has helped me do whatever it is that it's helped you do. You're awesome. Thank you. I appreciate every single one of you. Thanks for watching.